It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Acee, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Real Word Season 7, Episode 10. We thank all of you for supporting. We thank all of you that have been watching so far, thus far. I'm your host, Rickard, Jean-Noel. You can catch us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/therealword7. That's the number 7, like Mike Victor, Real Word 7 on Facebook, or the Real Word Ministries Inc. on Facebook. You can also catch us on YouTube at the Real Word TV on YouTube. One word, that's the Real Word TV on YouTube. And we also on Instagram at the Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram, the Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram. And we also on television every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 noon, 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. as well on the Brick Network. Check your local cable listings, and you can catch us on podcasts on Apple, Spotify, Soundcloud, and Pandora. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself, buddy.
You already know it's the one and only AI in the building. Add me on Instagram, Irving11. Yo, bro, if you ain't know 11, like, I'ma drink my tea. Or at my business page, Zero Enterprise, Zero Enterprise, then zero after, you know, got a few things coming.
And we got 2 returning guests, but introduce yourself.
My name is Edgar. My Instagram is Mr_White Light.
We got 2 big steppers in here.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Alright, another recurring guest, Mr. CK.
It's your boy CK, aka Spice. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram at CK_smooth__.
Alright. And we got a very special guest. She's new to the platform. Her first time here on the Real Word. Introduce yourself.
Hey there, everybody. My name is Joanna Smith.
You said Samuels?
Joanna Samuels.
Joanna Smith. Okay.
Smith or Samuels?
Okay, y'all heard right the first time, right?
I know somebody named Samuels.
Okay. And my Instagram is Joanna Smith, the artist. Joanna Smith, the artist.
_Samuels.
Don't listen to him. Yeah.
All right. So thank you very much for coming on today, and thank you everybody that's watching, everybody that's supporting, everybody that has helped us get this far so far. So tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So I am a geotechnical engineer. If you know anything about geology, it's really just the study of soils and rocks, and so we create foundations for all different types of buildings and structures. And so my goal here is to create a space where we have about 5,000 students within the New York City area exposed to engineering. And so this is my STEM shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a conglomerate of literature as well as roller skating, where students are learning about physics and science, mathematics through roller skating, friction, velocity, all that great stuff. But in a fun way. So really innovative ways of mathematics and science through music and engineering.
Oh, so low-key, you a genius, huh?
I see you with the glasses.
You lost me when she said science.
See, that's what we don't want. That's what we don't want.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's like,
science is my thing, man.
Yeah, that's something like we gotta work on it and within our community actually, because you know we have to get more people of our color more interested in STEM. For people that don't know what STEM is, tell them what STEM stands for.
Sure. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm good at the end.
Hey.
I'm at the T.
All right. I love it.
I don't judge myself. I am great.
Well, I know I'm not good in science. I can say that because, you know, when I was in undergrad, I failed biology 3 times and I almost dropped out of college because of that. So, you know, ironically enough, biology 2 was way easier than biology 1. But in biology 2, my professor sat in the front and he would fall asleep during tests. So that made things much easier.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like my science has always been my top subject, and I think.
So you good at it?
Yeah, I think sophomore year I passed the first Regent science that I took with like an 85.
Bro, I passed my
first time I took it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I've always fell behind on math.
Really bad.
But I feel like when real life is applied, boom, like I can probably pull the math off because I'm that confident in myself and finding a way to, you know, learn.
So you do fear this then?
Man, math is. I've always struggled with math.
And why do you think that is? I think that's a great question.
Math is so.
I love math.
Well, you know.
I think there's a big irony within that because when I say we as people, we as melanated individuals, I use the political term, we're the ones that created STEM. Like we're the ones that created science, mathematics, technology, and everything else. And, you know, we taught it to other people and it was used against us. You know, it was almost like teaching someone magic and they use it against you and they take everything you have, you know. But I think growing up, like we don't make that cool. As in we make it seem like, oh, if you get good grades, if you do good in school, then you a nerd, you a lame. Like, get out of here, you can't get girls, you can't do this, you can't do that. Yeah. But then when you get older, you see that all the rich people, all the people that's making the moves were the nerds, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, you know, guys like that, Warren Buffett, you know, people with the mathematical minds that could come up with these equations on the fly and then make it come in reality, make it physical. You know, that's physics, you know? So, like, us, on the other hand, like, we're more of the physical than the mental, as in, like, right now, like, we're dumbed down, like, and they say that America has created the nigga, and it took about 200 years for them to do it, as in to break it out of us, as in, like, for us to believe that we were almost on the same level as an animal, you understand? When before we were building pyramids and things like that, you know, with technology way before. Like I remember I learned about irrigation in middle school, about the civilizations of the Mesopotamians, the people that live by the River Nile Delta. Is like, and my professor was saying that these are you. And then when you read the Bible, you read about these same people in the book of Exodus, and you're reading about these people and you're like, wait, these are me. You're like, what had happened for me to fall from being a king to being an animal? Like, you know, like some kind of sorcery had to occur in between all that, you know? and it put us into a deep sleep where even till this day, you know?
Most people gotta get out.
Yeah, I mean, every movie they drop has a meaning. People think these movies is meaningless when, you know, there's a lot of subliminal messages up in there. Like,
no, I think everybody knew Get Out was what it was about.
Yeah,
like
I think everybody felt it when he dropped inside his own body. I think everybody felt it. Like you felt at some point in your life, you felt that way about life. You felt that way, like in a relationship. You felt that way in a job. You felt that way in situations that you felt trapped and by. And I feel like everybody could relate, you know. And if you follow the storyline, then obviously, you know, put 2 and 2 together. But I feel like we can all relate, feeling trapped.
I mean, I also think that there are spaces where, you know, movies have been released with information like NASA in terms of like hidden figures. You know, you got your Katherine Johnsons.
Of course.
You have different folks that were, you know, a part of major programs and projects that took us to the moon. You know, that took us through
you believe
different
we went to the moon?
I'm sorry?
You believe we went to the moon?
By now?
There's historical evidence showing that. anyway, what I'm saying is that we have been in spaces, and we are in spaces where we have left an indelible mark on society and on the projects that have, I guess, mainstreamed really technology. You know, I don't want to say that we're not searching for them, but I definitely think, you know, that movie Hidden Figures speaks a lot to what has happened and what might and is happening now in terms of folks that have, you know, been prominent to the move of STEM and the move of technology, engineering, and mathematics. Katherine Johnson, who said, hey, these are the coordinates that's going to get you here and get you back, but we don't hear about her until 90 years, you know, after the work that she has done. Yeah. So I think that there are spaces where we are, you know, there are Black billionaires and millionaires everywhere. It's just, where are they? And why is it that we're not seeing them? Why is it that, you know, that information is not coming to the forefront, like, oh, who's the richest Black man in the world, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. I seen that the other day. The richest Black man, I think, is in Nigeria.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in Nigeria.
He owns a whole sugar business. I'm not going to say his name right now because I should know off the top of my head. But yeah, he and there are, you know, rich Black women as well in different continents, different spaces around the world, who are named and who aren't named.
He lives in Africa, you know, the land of gold.
Most of the blacks in America are rich off entertainment, but most of the blacks that are rich on the continent of Africa, it comes from more physical minerals and things and natural resources.
Resources, right.
So it's a very different playing field. Maybe that's why the blacks here don't respect money as much as the ones back in Africa.
Is that fair? I don't know. I don't. Why would you say they don't respect money as much?
Niggas don't respect money.
That's a fact.
Niggas don't respect money.
I think nobody does.
Nobody. A black person, perfect example, right? And we see this meme all the time. A crew of black people will go to the club and they spend thousands of dollars on bottles. We all seen it, right? Yeah. Tubs of bottles coming out. The bill comes $20,000. You ask them, yo, give me a loan for half that, $10,000 to start a business. Like, nigga, you crazy? Another example, start your own business, legitimize something, put like $3,000 into the paperwork and put the rest into just a regular startup. It don't gotta be nothing too crazy, but just something that you could file taxes so you don't be hot. Like, nah, I ain't got time for that.
Exactly.
Okay, so who do we have on the playing field? Who the celebrity currently, who you would say has made millions off of their own business? I can think about one person right now.
I could think of Bob Johnson, the guy that owned BET for a bit and the Charlotte Bobcats. He sold it to Michael Jordan. That's another one, perfect example. Yeah. I'm gonna connect them. Michael Jordan inspired a guy that wore his number 23, LeBron James. LeBron James played with another guy named Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's another businessman. He works with his wife, Gabrielle Union. Two power black couple. Even sometimes we don't agree with the image they portray, but they're still successful black couples. And they reminds of who? Will and Jada. They went through their ups and downs, but for a while, everybody wanted to be like Will and Jada. You understand what I'm saying? So these are black people, but people say that they're part of the black bourgeoisie because even though, like, perfect example right now with the vaccine, you don't hear none of them talking about it. Mad black celebrities is quiet. They don't even want to say it. LeBron, like, they was pressing him. Sambo Smith, Stephen A. Smith, like, he was saying, oh, you got to videotape yourself and put it on social media if you doing it. And LeBron just stayed quiet, said, yo, I'm going to keep that personal. But these are people with platforms. But then look at when a person with a platform speak, like Nicki Minaj. They executed her on TV. They brought back her husband's rape accuser and put her on TV the very next week. So it's like you gotta watch the correlation of these things. Like, but Negroes have no unity, and you said a couple episodes back that we will never get our own Chinatown because.
Would you say that those people
that will drop that thing dead before even the other complaints?
It's not even that. You gotta spend your money with just your people in order for the community to grow. If you even spend $1 outside the community, yet the community drops because everybody else gonna start doing it.
Exactly.
Because they're like, yo, where'd you get that? Oh, I didn't go to Mr. Lee, I went to Mr. Schwackowitz. So you go to Schwackowitz and you stop dealing with Mr. Lee, all of them gotta go to Mr. Schwackowitz and Mr. Lee gonna have to shut down.
Exactly. For those persons who you just mentioned, would you say that they respect money or they don't?
Everybody know Jews respect money. Everybody
No,
know Chinese
not the
respect
Jews.
money.
Not the Jews. You just named a whole slew of people of, what do you call it? Melanated skin?
Those, they have to get to the level where they employ individuals to watch their money.
Exactly.
When you reach a certain level of money, your money takes care of itself. As in, everybody is on a payroll and the money is generating, and off your investments, you get dividends, which means your money is making money and you building, and you can live off the interest. Once you have at least $1 million in the bank, you can live just off the interest. You
But
don't
does
gotta
that
work
mean
anymore.
that they respect money? That's what I'm asking you. Because you just said that.
They learn to respect money.
So
over
they
time.
learn.
Yes.
Okay, so it's possible
and street
to
niggas
learn.
don't want to learn. Everybody know that. They don't want to learn.
Niggas don't want to learn.
They're comfortable in their ignorance.
Yeah, like you could break, like for example, you could put money in the hood. But
What
you
about
never
Nipsey
gonna-
Hussle? You don't
the
think he
hood
was a
ain't never gonna
businessman?
change, bro.
And the hood killed him right outside his store.
But you just, okay, but that would still
And
be
who
that-
killed him?
Did
A
he
black
respect,
man.
Did he respect money or no?
He learned to respect money, and other people that did not know hated him.
You don't. I honestly believe you don't learn to respect money till you're like near broke, and that's what happens to most of these celebrities. They get near broke, and that's when they're like, okay, I gotta start doing things differently now.
Okay.
And that's when they start to learn. Look
Perfect
at Shaq.
example, Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson went dead broke.
Yeah.
He came back. He rich now.
Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Niggas don't respect money, man.
You don't.
You never respect money. The hood is the biggest example. You can put. Look at the hood. PPP flying around, all these other things, but
Straight lamb trucks. Lamb
Exactly.
trucks and lamb chops.
like, before COVID, it was like you don't really see these type of cars in the hood like that. But now it's
Not
just like
every day.
it's every day, bro. It's like this is normal. You don't, cause you used to see a Rolls Royce, you'd be like, oh snap, bro. Now it's just like
It's
just another car. It's just another car, cause what everybody ran on like, but they not really investing into nothing.
Okay. I don't think
Because
That's your
the
rebuttal.
quickest thing is this. I give you the best example. You could start it don't even take that much money to really start a business. It probably take like what, like $1,000, probably like $100, right? But
The publication part gonna be the most expensive.
yeah, the publications are gonna be the most important part, right? But look, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is like $1,000, probably like damn near $600. I know that because I got that.
Nah, this iPhone is $1,000. Yeah, the Pro.
Yeah, the Pro Max is
Yeah.
$1,500.
Yeah.
I got the Pro Max, so that's like $1,500, right? So most people you will see around got a Pro Max, but they don't have a business.
So what you're saying to me is that there's a space of consumerism that is taking place within the hood, or spaces where people are ignorant to something.
Yeah, 'cause
right?
the hood looks up to who? Lil Durk and all of them. And
Okay, so there's a space of ignorance, right? So
Wait. I'm gonna ask all y'all guys a question, right? When y'all get paid from your paycheck, how much black people out that paycheck do y'all pay? Or how many black businesses?
hold on. How many black businesses are supported by what you're doing?
By your paycheck, as in like how much people you pay? Because Con Edison owned not by us. National Grid owned not
Well,
by
those
us.
are your utilities.
T-Mobile,
Okay.
not owned by us. Cablevision not owned by us. Grocery stores not owned by us. Corner stores not owned by us. Sneaker stores not owned by us. Gas stations not owned by us. MTA, we don't own that.
Jordan's under there.
We don't own no cab service. We don't own Uber. We don't own Lyft. We don't own City Bike. We only own our feet, basically, you know. So
And the brand that you create.
maybe if our landlord is black, we pay him. But most of the time, our landlords are not black.
Nah. The landlord is not even the person running it, because 9 out of 10, the real man.
I would say the only time we spend our black money out of our paycheck is if we paid the barbers or the hair salon people. That's the only time we spend with black people out of our whole check.
Or if you see those people on Flatbush where they got these little things all around laying, and you just look at something and you like your thing, you want it, and you buy it off them. That's the only time you really support your people. Like when y'all keep black people keep posting, oh, we support each other. No, the hell you don't. Y'all just be talking out your mouths.
We all buy crazy like Jamaican food.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like we
Thank
all
you. Restaurant.
support that. Well, I mean, we have beef patty.
Nah, we do those little, but I'm saying like
Nah,
that's
that
not
beef patty came from an Arab store.
Hey, Man! You slipping, bro.
I mean, but I hear you on that. So there are spaces where
But
I guess
we don't choose to invest the majority of our money into that.
I don't know if you could say you don't. Were you saying you don't choose to invest the majority of your money into what? Into businesses or into black-owned businesses?
Into each other.
Into each other.
But what you just said is that they're the scarce commodity of black businesses. That's what I just heard, right? They're not really that many. So is it fair enough to say that we're not choosing to, or is it that they're just not there right now?
No, you're not choosing to.
I think both.
Both, yeah. I was about to say
I would go more with you're not choosing to, because at the end of the day, we all got a pot, and ain't nobody got no guns out here 24/7 telling us what to do. Right?
But he just spoke about the regular ways of life, like your utilities and all these other like main companies.
Yeah, but my point I'm trying to prove is, everybody get money. Let's get it at the end of the day. Everybody get money. It's how you utilize your money. Based on how you utilize your money, that's how far you gonna reach. Now, if you don't utilize it if somebody else, has a brain and know how to flick money better than you, then, he's gonna grow. But if you just, fine with just you buying, spending, but you're not trying to make your money grow, because if you can't basically, anything you try to buy, basically, if you can't live the same life after, you shouldn't buy it. Simple. But most black people don't think like that.
Yeah, if you can't buy it twice, buy it.
Exactly. Most black people, they be like, all right, I'm gonna spend it now, then I'll figure it out later. Now you ain't got no security blanket. You ain't got no backup. And a lot of people be telling you on TV, no, stick with your plan A, and then, make sure it go through. Bro, all of them got backup plans.
Bro,
I'm still trying to understand these black businesses where they end up.
He has something.
The thing, black business. Actually, speaking about that, I did that last year, except for my shoes, where because of the whole thing that was going on, for my birthday outfit, I decided to wear just straight black-owned business clothing.
Okay.
So, except for my shoes, that was Nike, but
okay.
Everything else, like my shirt right here, this is my boy's brand. This was again another black-owned business. The pants, my friend made it. That's what he does. So I decided to do that. But the thing is, with these black-owned businesses, is they don't care about their customers.
No,
their customer service are terrible.
Especially in Jamaican restaurants. And
but you still be there.
We still go.
Okay.
They be stingy with the oxtail gravy.
I don't be liking that.
Oh, it's up to $16 a plate.
Yeah.
No floor. Just medium or large.
They eat like 4 pieces.
Bro, it's bare bones. You don't know me.
Bro, I go straight to jerk chicken now. I'm on the budget.
But here we go for the vegan and the plant-based though.
I'm down for all that.
Alright, let's
I'm
go.
for all that, but still,
There are a lot of black-owned business, especially in Brooklyn, that are vegan. The Roti Shop, all these other spaces.
but no offense, like the white people, when you go to their stores, they treat you better than these black owned.
Okay, we've heard about the customer service part. Okay.
Terrible.
Finish your thought. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's the main thing that crushes most of these black-owned businesses, because it's like they don't understand how crucial
they don't understand business.
That too, but it's like your business not gonna move on if you don't treat the people that's gonna make you be better. That it just doesn't make sense, And also back to the reason why we don't have a lot of black-owned businesses, because people don't know, like, entrepreneurship is not for everybody.
Nah,
it's not.
And the thing is, most people think it's really a walk in the park.
It's really not.
It's really not.
You gotta spend money to make money, buddy.
And that's the worst part, because once you start spending money and you don't make it back, that's when you're like, yeah, this is it. I don't want to,
2 months in, I quit.
It's like,
I think the biggest challenge is not having a support system, because everyone does. For example, like the Jews, they have their community, their the people that they see at church and their mosque, and they get loans from them, and they start their own business, and they get help. They have a support system. Same thing with the Chinese. Same
But even
thing
your
with
people,
the Russians.
Your people got diamond, bro. They got their community.
The Dominicans, they make their money in the 80s. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And they invested, because you know what I'm saying? That's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? You make black money, you gotta put it into the block. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get out the gate. You can't just.
Yeah, you can't blame it.
You know what I'm saying? But they that was money that was out in the streets, bro. And I think everybody made money in those days because my aunt be telling me crazy stories. You feel me? But
they were smart to go into bodegas.
And what they did is now they got corporations, now they got money, now they can bring their family members, now they can petition, now they can move forward with the systems that are in place here that you must follow if you resident here.
And then the Yemens, the Ox did the same move that
Bro,
the
they
copied the same move.
Bro, they made a lot of money with. That's what Joey was saying last episode. They made a lot of money when the troops got there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the whole 9 yards with the pharmaceuticals and all that.
Yeah, pharmaceuticals.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody made money, but it's what you do with the money that matters.
Yeah, how you flip it.
And you can't just, you boom, I see a nice Louis belt, a nice, bro, everybody is into like Rolexes now. Like everybody in the hood want to have a Rolex. At any cost. You know what I'm saying?
And what's sad about it is they want the Rollie just to show it off, not to be a good investment.
Yo, bro, look, I gotta be a Rollie.
Yeah, not even on the investment mentality. It's on the ignorant mentality to post it on social media.
Yeah, and then they go back home, sit on their little buck bag or.
Eat ramen, bro. Eat ramen.
Come on.
This better,
cut noodle soup.
This better watches
for the month, yo.
Than the Rollie, but the Rollie is just like a status symbol.
It's like
the same thing like
and
the
what's
Benz.
crazy is it's not
like
even
the hood hall
the best of the best.
No, it's not.
Like the Rollie's like if you're just starting to get a little money.
Yeah.
Like
protection Hublows I like better.
Exactly.
You make yourself a target. That's what you do. Because like to be completely honest, bro, you Dominican and you get money and you posting it. There's other Dominicans sending you up.
Yeah, that's right.
And boom, they come and get you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Life ain't about the material stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody caught up into it, though.
Everybody gotta find a way to disconnect from the material, from get away. Like, you gotta find another setting, whatever works for you. Find what makes you feel safe, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? We can't just go on the material world anymore. Like, I feel like that's ending. That's coming to an end. And really what's about to matter, like now, like moving forward with all of humanity's consciousness growing collectively, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're gonna create a world that's gonna only what's real is gonna matter.
As you said, the things about the materialistic things, I looked around the whole entire room and we all have on brands. So we are walking billboards advertising something. So it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what she was saying.
I think we just trying to find out our identity in this whole entire thing, and like you said, like we're now waking up into the conscious because of the traumatic incidences that occurred prior last year. So the whole COVID, whether it was getting the virus or being scared to catch the virus, the new normal that came with it, the mandates and the laws and the traumas and the trials and tribulations that came with it, because it wasn't just the sickness in itself. Some people suffered mentally, some people suffered financially, some people suffered privately. A lot of different things occurred to people everywhere. People were affected in one way or another.
A lot of people depressed.
And some people are now getting affected, like even a year after, some people are now getting affected by it. So we gotta take that into consideration as well, because the world is different. Like I read something today where like the CEO of Pfizer, the people that make the vaccine, he said in a year things should be back to normal. So it's like, who runs the world? Who runs America now? Is it the CEO of Pfizer or is it Joe Biden? I think Joe Biden's somewhere sleeping in the White House because he's been missing for a long time.
How old, bro?
But he's not always bullied like how Trump was. We saw Trump every day. We don't even see Biden like that. We see Trump every day.
Where was the Pfizer? Where was this? The CEO of Pfizer prior to Pfizer?
I don't even know, to be honest.
Wasn't he like associated to like maybe like the World Health Organization or something like that.
Yeah, I believe.
He got a
majority
seat or
of it.
something like.
With like the CDC type.
Yeah, like it wasn't something like that. That I think I read something like that, where he got a position, I believe, from Pfizer to the World Health Organization or something like that.
I don't really
Just
know.
like, oh man, this is
But you know,
creepy. Creepy.
he getting them. For him, he getting the bag.
Everybody getting a bag. Everybody hands are dirty.
Yeah, we're not getting that money. We're getting
not.
all the
Well,
shots.
technically, we kind of did. We got the pennies. You know that $1,200. We got that
we
one
get-
time.
He got the
The
big
U-
bag.
I think we're getting the adverse effects. Is what we're getting. You know, well, they get the bag because we
They got
get
the
no
big
bag.
bags. They got the big bags. We got the little bags.
They like, yo, you get the crumbs, but I mean, they literally been doing that for how long? They usually always give you the crumbs while they eat the majority of the pie.
That's where the pigs feed and the cow stomach,
Yeah.
all that. But you know,
But you know, us certain people like, yo,
we
a
still
lot of-
cooking.
Yeah, like a lot of people was looking like $1,200. Like, yo, we made it, we rich. Like, a lot of people was, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
A guy killed a girl and her kids for a check, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, for that check.
Some people look like
months
$1,000 like it's a meal.
Man.
And that's
It all
one of the
depends on the
things.
person's perspective.
That's one of the things that we also have to learn is really how to multiply our money. Multiplying our money. That's like a big major thing that we don't know how to do. And the information is right in our face.
Some people don't know.
Well, some people do. But we really
Say
just,
all.
Zero enterprise know how to make money.
When you say the
I
information
can't
is in
speak
your
for
face,
everybody.
when you say the information is in your face, just talk a little bit about
for example, literally everything you need to learn, everything you want to learn is on Google. People sleep on Google, honestly. Like, any and everything you want to do is on the internet. Like, people back then had it hard because you had to really, like, either have a connection, you know, like, but now everything.
Somebody number or something like that. You don't really need somebody number. No more.
Now you could literally sit there. I've seen it happen. You could literally sit there, like, literally manuals for building things are useless now.
Oh, yeah,
Because you can just go on YouTube
and watch
how
the
to build a
video.
table.
How to everything, bro.
And it's just like manuals are complete. Like, literally, I ordered a gimbal for my camera, right? I seen the manual, I threw it to the side. I went on Google how to set up the gimbal, and then I've done it so easily.
Yeah.
So multiplying your money, there's literally people on YouTube that teaches you these things. There's people on Google that have blogs on how to do these things. So the information is right in your face.
But some of them are scammers, though.
Of course.
Most.
Of course.
Yeah.
Most, of course. But then it's always, of course. There's this.
It's risk.
So you just gotta really know.
Especially the ones asking for like big bread, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna teach you, give me
Yeah.
10 racks, 50
Yeah.
racks.
Yeah.
I think-
Bro, just give me your account number, bro. Just send me that number, bro. I got you. I swear to God, bro. I would not do you like this.
Yeah. Once they tell you that, you already know what's about to happen.
They about to do you like that, bro. That's what
That's
happen.
what they tell you. We about to violate you.
One thing that the pandemic really did show to a lot of people is that, like, well, one, you don't really gotta physically go to work, but also you need a second, like, you need multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income.
And make sure people.
You gotta be on your bully, bro, cause,
Yeah, like,
bro, last year I remember during the whole pandemic, a lot of people quit their jobs. They stayed home, they ran through their savings. When they ran through their savings, they ran through their credit cards, and when they had no more bread, they went to like food pantries and stuff like that. Like, I've
That's
seen that.
facts, bro.
So-
That's a big fact.
I have food delivered to my door.
Yeah, cause the city was giving people food,
bro. I have
for like
boxes of
months.
food,
Yeah, cause it got that bad. People were starving in these streets. Like, a lot of people don't know this. And the lines to get into BJ's and Costco's was like down the block for mad long at one point. And now we back to here. You like, what changed between then and now? You understand? It's crazy. Like, the whole time I was working my 9 to 5 because I was a what they call it, essential worker. So like you know, now it's back then you was a hero. Now you like a villain if you don't get vaccinated. So it's crazy now. So like the whole time I was there, you remember we had curfew and they had broke us off with the papers.
They had curfew.
Yeah, we was outside.
They had curfew.
So like, I seen this whole thing. I remember like part time. Sometimes I do Uber, and I know other people that do Uber too. They're like, nah, I'm not going out there to do Uber. You crazy, blah blah. Or you gonna put somebody in your car? They gonna call for your leg. You gonna catch COVID and die. I'm like, yo. So like people was really saying that. Like
people would catch a COVID off of Uber though. That's what it was real.
But
I call for your neck and die though. I don't know how to do that.
I think it was more fear mongering from the media. I'm asthmatic, and I see it on the news. If you're asthmatic, don't even leave your house. Forget about going outside. And I'm in my mind going crazy. I think I'm about to die if I breathe, bro. Like, what kind of like life or quality of life can you have like that? And
bro, I used to go to the park, bro. It used to be empty. No one there.
Nah, everywhere, yo. I couldn't find a way to live, so I decided to put that worry, that anxiety that I felt, like I just relinquish it to God, bro. Like surrender it. Like, hey, if I'm gonna die, let it be on your terms. And
Come on now.
I'm going outside.
and bro, let's get on with life, bro. And it was a turn point for me because man, I couldn't go outside for nothing. Now I feel like if I wear a mask, it's just to comply with getting around the system that they got in place. But if I truly don't believe it,
yeah, because
if I haven't died so far and I'm asthmatic, maybe it's in for me.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. And I think it did mess with the psyches of a lot of people. So like a lot of for some people it was a pandemic, it was a panic, and for other people it was a bandemic because they was playing to the beat of the drums because they was cashing out. So it was like only two things: you either cashed out or you did bad. so it's like that affected a lot of people. And I think for us, seeing how badly it affect church. Because the other day I was hearing it within my community, as in like my S.T.E.M community, where it's like young Christians in the Haitian community, hearing from the churches and from other youth leaders. But I read this article that was written by a white evangelical about the same thing, and I don't know where he's at, but it was the same exact thing. As in, like, churches closed, they went on Zoom. You had a lot of people on Zoom at first, and the numbers went down, the cameras went off, and the numbers went down, till barely no one showed up. Church, you had the people that would go regularly, like religiously. You had the people that come every now and then, and you had the people that show up for only special events. Special events people, gone. They're never coming back. Part-time people, gone. And then full-time people, you see half their families come at a time. It's like if 1 week is one family, all right, next week we taking off. Then we're going to come back the next week. And I'm sitting back watching it like, damn. Because at one point, my church had over 200 people. And now they could fit like half of that half. Now it's like, we lucky if they get 50 people in that room sometimes, bro. And I'm like, sheesh. And it's two churches put together, you really get 50 people sometimes. So I'm like,
off the whole.
I'm like, damn, bro. Like, and these supposed to be the people with faith.
I mean, a lot of people went through a lot of stuff. So, I mean, to be honest, man, who knows? I know I lost my mind. So, maybe a lot of people a lot of people did catch COVID.
Yeah.
A lot of people did die. You know what I'm saying? At this point, bro, I've lost communication with some people that I didn't even know they're alive, to be completely honest.
Facts. There's people that you haven't heard or seen in years. Like, sometimes I bump into them like, oh, I ain't see you for a whole year.
Like, you still alive.
People like,
Healthy, bro, where you been?
a lot of people got fat. Some people you see them for a year, when you see them, they plus size now. You're like, yo, I ain't seen you in like a year. They're like,
They
yo,
a whole new set of clothes.
Oh, my boy's
like, yo, I was in the house. I was like, you was in the house the whole time? You look like it.
You could have ordered some weights.
Come outside, bro.
Yeah, you could have ordered the weights.
I mean, because everybody was ordering from Amazon.
Weights got mad expensive at one point, bro.
Oh, no, it was
the price of weights went up at one point. I was like, damn.
Well, you either rather try to stay stay fit or nothing.
Nah, I was going to the park. I was doing bar work.
All my boys got chunky. I see them and I'm like, yo, you got fat. What happened, fat boy? Because when I was fat, that's what they used to call me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I went down their way. What's up, fat boy? Let me see that belly. You got chunky, man. You got chunky for real, bro.
Bro, I was doing everything to stay in shape.
You put on weight?
Nah, I was walking from my crib all the way to Gateway Mall. I was walking to East New York. I was walking to Flatbush. I was making vlogs in the morning time and people were just watching them. I was like, yo, I'm outside. Look, there's nobody outside. Where's everybody?
Hair feeling spicy.
I was like, yo, I'm outside by myself.
Well, it's not like everybody did good then, because you put on weight.
Nah,
You put on
Me,
weight.
I don't really.
one of our boys, he's a personal trainer, so he had a gym in his garage. So
So everybody was, all y'all was there?
Yeah,
I go sometime.
yeah.
You know, I'm trying to go back because you know.
So on the low, we were just working out.
I think it's more like when you're in tune with your consciousness and you know what's best for you.
Yeah, you try to eat more. healthy and all
You know,
that
you
stuff.
head that direction, whatever that is. You know, health. So
It's wealth, like they keep saying.
there you go.
You ain't got no health, no breeze.
Yeah, you can't make money if you're sick and you can't take it with you,
Yeah,
right?
because you gonna be sent to the hospital. You know, them bills is waiting for you. Like, as soon as you get out, hey, buddy, I'm here.
Yeah.
But make sure you get your money in gold or crypto because it's about to go.
Crypto is
man.
trash right now.
Bro.
You have money in crypto? Like,
I mean, he a tech, so he know.
I'm gonna tell you why. Bitcoin was at 60 something thousand at one point, right? Now it's at 40, like 46. I seen it today, I think, or something like that. So that's a whole $20,000. At the beginning of last year, we was talking about it.
Yeah.
And then we was throwing money on Coinbase, and then one day it just fell.
Plummeted.
But then it evened out a little bit recently, but
It went back down again.
it went back down again. So it's hard to recoup all of the money that was lost. That's why when you say, yo, invest in crypto, I'm like, we did that. So,
So it's a bad yo, but honestly I sold at like 17,000 because I was making some bread. Now if I would have held to that now, you know what I'm saying? That would have been like
that's why the
crazy.
better option is whatever money you put in, anything you get, pull that out and leave what you put in.
Yeah, you gotta go with like gold based, gold backed cryptocurrencies that are, I guess, that wouldn't plummet.
I started, because I do multiple investment accounts. Like I do the Coinbase separate, but then I also do Robinhood and Stash. And through Stash, what I do is I started investing in commodities and long-term companies. Because when Bill Gates was divorcing his wife, they were talking about the stocks that she would get in the settlement. So I started like looking up those companies and I started buying stocks like the Canada Railroad company. I bought stocks in that. But then I also started to listen to other people. They talk about the longevity of the company. Like Amazon, Apple, Tesla. I started buying in that. Like I used to buy them little at the time, like buy fractions and fractions. But then every time like the stash, it takes the money out your account and it stashes for you. So it's like, so it's like after a while I started to get dividends off the money. So I would just use that money, keep buying more and more and more until it started building up. And that's back to what I was saying to you. Like I compared the accounts, like the accounts that had no crypto, like I own no crypto at all, to the ones that was straight crypto, to the ones that was a good mix, and the ones that was like no crypto at all, I feel like did the best. For me.
This is my story. Not your story.
Nah, if you got money, you trying to get money, you gotta put that money somewhere safe, and it can't be a dollar currency, because like the way this country is moving, dollar's about to lose like a lot of value.
Complete value.
And the thing is, people just get educated, man, with all the cryptocurrency and everything. Because people playing with crypto like it's the lotto.
Yeah,
Let me throw this in now.
Dogecoin last year.
People made a lot of money.
On everybody.
A lot of people lost a lot of money.
I know a few people that made a lot, but they got pulled right back out because they didn't pull out.
Yeah.
So you just gotta really be in tune. And plus the thing is, they said that to be a master trader, it takes at least a good 5 to 10 years.
Or have inside information.
Or like billionaires, you can meditate to information. That is a fact. That is a fact, brother. Tesla said it. You know what I'm saying? There's a consciousness grid that you can tap into. Be a meditation and attain information. That's how his inventions came about. You know?
Oh yeah, we
can
spoke about that. Yeah, it's where you download information from the cloud.
There you go. We spoke about that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. That's like the Dogon tribe in Africa, where they was able to download information and was able to like read the whole stars from where they was at without.
They had their own charts. It's crazy you mentioned it. I just seen a video on it.
Yeah.
They do a tribute every 50 years. They have a crazy party and then they dance in the shape of the star correlations, like in sync. I guess it's a ritual.
Yeah. So they knew about the zodiac signs. They knew about like space travel and all that. And there was like the people from space came and they gave them all the information.
You seen the maze?
Well, I have to do some more research on that.
Oh
yeah.
She like,
look it up, though.
This is the real word.
Yeah, look it up.
I'm good at science. But
we want you guys to look up the stuff
we
that we
want you to
about.
Google everything.
Yeah.
Google it up. Or not even Google, to be completely honest. Don't use Google. Don't waste your time on Google. Do DuckDuckGo.
Oh yeah. That's
Please do yourself a favor. Stop using Google altogether. They manipulate data. Shout out to Google.
Nah, that's a fact. I'll do
You know what I'm saying?
They build you could
True.
because a lot of things you could like search up something on Google, then search up something.
DuckDuckGo is
Shadow bang. They do that to me all the time, bro. I be seeing
That's what Google do to people. Shadow bang. They like
Facebook and Instagram do it too.
It's AI wars with the ads now. You know, it's whatever way they can make a dollar.
People literally put their soul in Google. Like Google.
All their business, bro. You want to know about somebody? Go to their computer and search their Google searches. That's it. That's how you get inside their minds. You can really hack a person's life by just finding out what they search.
Exactly. And that's
it's like a double-headed sword. It's like a double-edged sword. I was talking to my mom and dad about that the other day because, like, we was on the way to my graduation, right? And my mom was like, "Yo, you don't gotta be posting everything because you know people's gonna be jealous and people's gonna be envious." And my dad was like, "Yo, if he don't post it, like, how they gonna know what he's doing? How he's gonna attract more people to help him to grow his business?" And then she was like, "Yeah, I know, but you know, people just the way they are." And I'm like, "Yeah, to me, it's all marketing." Because, like I said, I have a full understanding of this matrix, as in this maze that we are in, that people are so amazed with. Like, that's where the word amazement come from. Like, it's a maze that you're in, and you have created it. Like, you have cemented it, amazement. Like, you have minted yourself within that maze. And that's where a lot of us are today. And the biggest one that we're trapped in right now would be Instagram, social media. Where now it's influencing girls to lay down, cut their bodies open, and stitch it back up, plastic surgery. So it's like this is where they're at, which is causing men to take, you know, certain risk and chances to appease the people that are into that lifestyle. Because it is a lifestyle. So now we're there now. When you better understand what it is, and like Acee always says to them, "Yo, we know it's fake love. Like, we know it's all just gram, but it's like, yo, enjoy it while it's there, and at the same time, run it up."
Make the money, because that's what it is. It's a tool. It's really an advertisement tool. If you take a look at it with all the updates and everything, it's
everybody don't
business center
that,
now. Like before, it was like share content with your friends. Now it's business center, and everything we post, they make money off. Everything that we share, we choose to put up to share with.
That's similar to what they
with the world.
But they cutting you off. And they cutting you off PC. Like, recently they make you like. Recently I became eligible to make money off of my Instagram TVs things. Like, you don't know how there's the short one and there's the longer one. Like, what's it called? Instagram TV, I think, right?
IGTV?
Yeah, IGTV. So now, depending on how much views you have, it generates traffic to your page and to your video, and then they can run ads now on your IGTV, and then they give you a percentage of whatever they make off the ad revenue. So
You're still a
that
silent.
was
You're still a
crazy.
silent partner. You still
Yeah.
you still being utilized. You and your content are still being utilized for a fraction of what they actually make.
but that's where they make the most money on advertisement.
I said they was giving you crumbs. Instagram give you less than crumbs, buddy. They give you like.
What about YouTube? YouTube barely gives you anything at all.
This is what Instagram getting you, bro.
That's why when people say, "Oh, you can make a lot of money on YouTube," like that's cap, bro. That's cap.
These
Cap.
YouTubers, just because they got 1 million views, that's why I say only real recognize real.
They make money off the merch and walkthroughs and appearances and stuff like
Live
that.
shows, hostings. You know what I'm saying? At a club, serving bottles just because.
It's two
Yeah,
type of
people will come in just because a celebrity is there or someone
So the
well
platforms
known.
are really just for exposure.
Yeah, booking fee. Yo, book me right now. It's the same thing.
It's two type of people in this world. The people that they see 1 million views, they be like, oh my god, and then there's people like, okay, you gotta do it.
We gotta work harder now.
But it's not just the outside people. Same thing for like preachers, singers in church, musicians. Same thing. They advertise themselves online. People invite them to pull up at their church. They get the bread too. Same thing.
Yeah, man, like everybody knows.
Everybody get money.
It's a business.
Everybody get money.
If you can't understand that concept, like, I don't think that you should be doing too much talking.
Yeah. Or you just lying to yourself and acting like I'm the stupid one.
Yeah, they're like, all right, go ahead, brick wall. Have a nice day.
Man, that's a pastor I know. I got a Hummer.
Yeah, I mean, there's a pastor I know that got the Rolls Royce. Remember the pastor who was about it for
Yo,
Tell your pastor stuff and stand up.
He be driving to church with that?
to be honest, he lives across the street from the church and he parks his vehicle there, so
God
everybody
damn.
sees it.
Yeah.
He like, thank you, church.
Yeah,
thank you for
yeah.
your help.
And everybody be saying the same thing. Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Like,
Yo, why they hating on the pastor because he got a Hummer, man? He
He's
can't
a
look
good guy.
good. He can't enjoy his life. He can't do things to make his heart happy.
you know what he did? He asked God for the Hummer and he did it up here. Right? That's what they want.
It's a blessing, bro.
It's a blessing. To be
Yeah.
honest. If it came through that way, by all means,
Amen.
enjoy it.
Amen.
Enjoy it. But the whole church would be like, yo, when we gonna get the other too?
They all can't get Hummers though. Like, what you think?
Not Oprah.
Nah,
But even Oprah didn't give out Hummers.
Nah. Nah.
they ain't giving out no Hummer, man. That's why they say a bus got like how many seats? Even though in the car you got 4 seats.
True, and the bus stops are still crowded. I pulled up, the other day I was in the car with my daughter, and it was mad. People at the bus stop, she's like, Daddy, what those people doing standing outside of the corner? I was like, they wait for the bus. And she's like, what's the bus? I'm like, people that don't got cars or got people to give them rides, they wait for the bus. She's like, Daddy, but some are standing and some are sitting down. I said, because it's hot. Like, someone was under the tree, someone was It was like 20, 25 people at the one bus
She was
stop.
looking like this don't look normal.
They didn't look normal to me neither. I was like, damn, that's bad people at one bus stop.
Now you gotta have her take the bus. She gotta learn what that is like. Not right. Oh man, yo, she living in a bubble.
It's two type of parents though. There's two type of parents. There's the parents that make you experience, and there's the one that's like, I experienced it, but you don't got to.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. You really don't. But you gotta inform her.
I mean, yeah, when the time comes.
Facts.
And you can't put a car seat on the bus, bro. You know
That's
that.
facts.
You can't do that.
You gotta hop there with a whole carrier on.
So to close out, right? I want you to close out because you wore your STEM shirt and everything. So how do we get people that look like us more interested in STEM? And more interested in, you're with this organization, right? Like, how can we help this organization with what we're doing and build together?
Yeah, so this is actually, my company is called Daily Smith STEM, and it's actually a conglomerate of different companies. So music is a part of that.
You a producer?
Well, I have a single out right now. So.
You waited to the end, yo. You couldn't even say that.
We're talking about STEM. am. Like, I mean, I feel like music. Okay, so the whole point.
He asked you to speak about you, so you could be like, you know, I'm a producer.
There's so many things. Well, I'm not a producer. I'm a vocalist and I'm a pianist as well. So
she waited to the end. Sorry, guys.
I don't know. I try. It's hard to like talk about all the stuff that I do because I do a lot of stuff. I'm a certified scuba diver as well. If you want to talk about that. So
she can do all things through Christ with strength.
Come on now. I appreciate that. So how can we work together? I really love this platform because I think it's very important for us to understand, you know, what finances look like, what it looks like to, and I love your point, what you just said about, you know, understanding how to take each other to the next level in terms of supporting ourselves and our people and our businesses. And I think it was very insightful to say, hey, you know, what does it really look like when you spend your paycheck? You know, we on Amazon, like, yeah, Amazon. We on, you know, the utility bills.
And he done popped up on Forbes talking about the richest man, something like that. Like, God damn, you making this man dumb.
Have mercy. No, so that's real. But through our website, Daily Smith Inc., we actually do a conglomerate of things. That's my favorite word because I believe in a holistic approach. Mm-hmm. So we have a financial advisor as well. We just finished a STEM camp this summer. And so we have STEM programs available for the summer and also for the fall season. We have music classes available. The goal is to really, because we are so I don't want to say focused in the arts, but we do, you know, music is in our bones. It's what we do. And so as a professional pianist, I have a class that teaches music from a mathematical standpoint. And so when we think about beats, when we think about numbers,
you say you wasn't good at math?
Who said that?
You?
I'm an engineer.
Humble bracket.
No, but when we think about numbers, we think about beats, right? You think about producing, right? You're talking about producing. You think about how many you know, RPMs, how fast things are moving, what beats make people move faster than others, or put them like in a chill state. All of those things are on. I'm sorry. Soca, yeah, make you want to move, right? All of those things have to do with numbers and frequencies, and that's the science of that. And so we discuss all of that. Stop saying that, man. Engineering and math, science is all around us, right? You breathing right now. That's air, that's oxygen. Anyway, we have all of these opportunities available, so you can check the website out through this program as well. You know, we're talking on this as well, but we're also talking about financial literacy, which was like the major aspect of this. So, you know, we'll come back on and talk a little bit more about that. The program we had this summer, my students were 4, all the way from 4 to age 10 is the K through 5th. I'm gung-ho on exposing students to engineering and math in that, you know, thank you, age group. And we have them talking about how much they want to make. They want to be doctors, they want to be lawyers. Hey, you want to make $200,000 in the next 14 years? That's your trajectory, because then by then you'll be about 23. Okay, well then add another 100,000 for that next 14 years. You know, oh, what does taxes look like? You're going to take about 30 to 40% of that out of that money. You take about, you know, so how do we speak about that? And we are talking about that at the age of 4 through 10, because that's what the Jews are doing, right? That's what the Asians are doing. That's what every other race or ethnicity is doing, versus us, what you just spoke about, spending money or not necessarily being as knowledgeable, right? My friend here said, hey, everything is on Google, everything's on the internet. You know, so this is a space where I'm hoping next time we can talk about those particular spaces, maybe the people that you follow, maybe the people that you look up to, or spaces that have that information, you know, so that people can say, hey, we were on The Real Word and we found out how to make another $100,000 this year. So that's just a little bit about
that's why they watch The Real Word, right?
That's it. That's
it. Because for some reason people think we're making money.
Well, exposure, right? That's the space. That's the space. So thanks for having me on. This was great.
Yeah, no problem. And if they want to sign up their kids, or if they want to sign up themselves, how would they find that information to sign up?
On Daily, so DALEY Smith SMITHINC.com.
All right, and we're gonna put that in the description.
Yeah.
Maflow. My flow, slow, remarkable.
Man, I'm grateful to be here. And I feel like, if there's anything that I can do or say to help whoever may need help, and then I'm available. I feel like I'm devoted to humanity, and I got to do whatever I can. So it's the reason I'm here. See why, if there's anything that I can say to help, man, help everybody. That's all I'm trying to do.
So what if your mission is to be the missionary?
Well, I want to save animals. I want to save dogs and cats, and that's what I pray for. And that's what I pray for.
You should pray for times like this to shine like this.
Yeah.
We all do.
Facts. So
We just feel like that, man.
I want everybody to just do the most that they can to help. To help your fellow neighbor, your partner, or whatever. Just try.
And I think there's a reason why we all came together right now. You understand? Because Caleb, like he said, he's connected to a lot of black businesses, right?
Yeah.
A lot of black businesses. You're connected with the STEM. So that's the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Okay? And you want the heart, the spiritual, the mission to help others, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we do here at The Real Word. And we got the platform to reach people.
Yeah.
So if we put it all together, we should come up with an event in real life, help everybody out.
Hey.
Work together.
When we doing that? 2020?
Nah, 2020 is this year.
2022 does
Wait, last year's 2020. We're 2021.
2022, where we at?
Like a whole business collaboration.
That sounds good.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, we can do
the
that.
black business.
Why not? Just like how we did the mobile closet in the church in the park.
Yeah.
We could do like a pop-up shop like that in the park somewhere. Like we could help everybody. Maybe we could give out coats this year like that, or like food maybe even, or like
We'll have y'all some nice coats.
No oxtail.
expensive right now.
We gonna serve oxtail.
Alright, so closing thoughts.
We gonna look at the market value first though.
Alright, closing thoughts.
Oh, my closing thought is, everything like come with a price, and look, man, like for all y'all who be complaining about money, this is the best secret I could tell you. If you can't afford, if you can't live the same life after, don't buy anybody. That's my message.
Caleb, closing thought.
Money is everywhere. Just look for it.
Yeah, that's just like money's everywhere, man. It's just that you gotta put your mind to it. Everybody wanna get the money, but
and also get a career in STEM. You're gonna make a lot of money. That's real facts.
she got on that hat, I know how much that costs.
The same one that Future had.
She got on Future hat.
Humble beast.
We thought you was low.
That's why she's ahead of us. That's why she talking about events from last year that we even did together. She was there. She came back. Was like, I missed it.
But that's been around for 5 years, right?
Yes, it's 2000 and
16.
yeah, 2002. In 2015, I believe I did my first sermon, and then from there, I posted the sermon and went viral. And then in 2016, I started this platform. And then in 2018 or 2019, that's when we incorporated the business and did the 501c3 nonprofit. And then the following year, we did the LLC for the Real Estate Investment Development Company.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, amen.
So that's where we are right now.
So, hold on. Sorry, you closing thoughts. So I'm not going. But that's the main thing about the, I was actually thinking it would be great to have a few friends that are in business and they have their kids who have their houses already before the age of 30. So I was saying it would be dope to do like a 30 and under club for folks that have real estate or to have real estate.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
So just something to consider as you.
Yeah. But who said I had real estate? I never said that.
You just said you got a real estate company, right?
Yeah, just because we got a company don't mean we got real estate.
I would hope that something was coming.
Anyway, Marco, closing thought, please.
Usher had talking big over here, right?
Look, you
Closing thoughts,
you better see
right?
it. You better see it.
I feel like we should, and this is the mission for my company, is to reach the most. What you said, man, I thought about it for real, and that's the reason why I'm really here. Like, I feel like exposure here can help me reach the most people that I can at once. So I feel like the content that we should be putting out there should be to enlighten another individual, not just to make money, not just to, like, you know, find ways to beat the matrix here. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting by on the matrix isn't really gonna help us in the long run, because once it catches up to you, then boom, we hit that brick wall, and you know, it looks like bankruptcy, it looks like jail, it looks like death, and a lot of us get stuck in the matrix. To be honest, I got a lot of boys doing crazy time. I got a lot of people that passed, and it's no life for us. So we got to get people thinking. We got to get people involved. We got to get people on their feet, thinking straight, making their own decisions, discerning what's true from what's not, and what's best for them and not. How to move forward from situations, how to not be stuck. I feel like we should all get everyone involved, and the most that we can, so they can learn a way out. We should all plant the seed of enlightenment.
That's a fact.
And help somebody pay it forward. If I help you wake up, you got to do the same. You got to help your people wake up.
We got to wake up.
You know what I'm saying? We all got to be each other's crutches. That's what my brother says. You know what I'm saying? You help me, I help you. If I need help, I'm going to come to you, you know? And it's going to be a two-way relationship. We're going to be here for each other, and the collective is what's going to build the strength that we're going to have, you know, all together collectively.
That's a fact.
It's deep, man. You have anything else?
Like that was the closing word right there.
All right, so we close out with that, man.
We closing off with the.
That was amazing. Yeah, that was
That's why Biggie said, my flow so impeccable. Alright, so we thank you all for joining us today. We thank all of you that watched us today on The Real Word. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. Shout out to everyone that watched us, that followed us on Instagram at The Real Word Ministries Inc. on Instagram, on YouTube, The Real Word TV. That's one word, The Real Word TV. Subscribe, like, and share. Check us out on Facebook at The Real Word Ministries Inc. on Facebook, or facebook.com/The Real Word 7. We also doing the turkey drive soon for November, so you know you could get, you can start donating on our website. That's www.therealwordministriesinc.org. That's therealwordministriesinc.org. You just hit the donate button. Of course, we're a 501c3 nonprofit public charity, so everything that you donate is tax exempt. So we thank you for joining us. Anybody want to pray? Caleb?
Close in prayer. Come on.
We didn't forget to let y'all eat, you know.
Now we trying to do at least 200 turkeys this year. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
What you did last year?
We gonna feed.
I think last year we did like what 60, 70, but that's Corona time. That wasn't bad. The year before I think we did 100 even. So we still did
more than 100.
It could have been 120.
I know it wasn't 200, but I know it was more than 100.
Yeah. So you know, this year we trying to do at least 200. So you know, if more people supported last year, we would have done more last year.
Yeah. The more you support, the more turkeys y'all get.
So Caleb, we waiting on you.
Alright. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here. Thank you for bringing this word here, Lord. Please, I ask you that you bless each and every one of us here. Let us get to our home safe and sound, and that we may continue our activities tomorrow, Lord. Please be with each and every one of us here. Protect us in your holy name, I pray.
Amen, amen. So we thank you for joining us. God bless and good night, y'all.
It's the real word. It's the real